And welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Minor raped by 3 males. We have the reaction from the Women's Coalition. Governor Mapp gets a visit from Senate Majority Leader, and a look at St. Kitts election. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Body Beast. Call in the Virgin Islands 1-800-458-6815 for Body Beast.
This program is the real deal. If you knew me a while ago and you see me today, you'd be like, man, what are you doing? I'm doing Body Beast.
I decided to try Body Beast because I was looking for something different. I wanted to lose weight at the same time gain muscle. It's easy.
In our top story, officers were dispatched to a St. Croix residence at roughly about 4:30 p.m. on February 15th to investigate a reported rape incident. The victim, a minor, in the presence of her father, told officers that she'd skipped school on the 11th of February and got a ride to her boyfriend's apartment in Mutual Homes. The boyfriend took her to the apartment of a friend where he and 2 others took turns physically assaulting her. Detectives with the Investigation Bureau continues to investigate the occurrence. We spoke to the director of the Women's Coalition, Clema Lewis, on this recent matter.
The first thing I want to say that there is no excuse for sexual assault and it's wrong. And the first thing we want to do is we don't want to blame victims. And I'm sure the first thing everybody is saying is, why did she leave school to go with her boyfriend? But we were all once young. Her leaving school to go with her boyfriend does not say, I'm open game and I'm open for anybody to rape me. This is not the first time it happened. I've had numerous cases here at the coalition where they send one young man out who's very charming. He manipulates the female and get her on his side, and she thinks this boy like her and he's all into her, but it's really a setup so that him and his friends could put what we call pull a train on her. And that's really not unusual here. It's sad and it's horrible, and we need to talk to the young women and the men about it's not okay. Nobody has the right to force you to do anything against your will, and they certainly don't have a right to bring their friends in and take advantage of you. So I'm hoping that they catch whoever they are and they are punished. But the young women need to hear in this community, your body is your temple, and really nobody has the right to have sex with you, take advantage of you, or rape you. So you need to be real clear about who you are so the young men can understand clearly that they can't cross those lines. Young men, you need to respect yourself, and you need to respect young women and understand that you don't have a right to rape her and bring your friends in on the rape is wrong. So I'm hoping that the school get counseling for this young woman. The Women's Coalition is available. Women's Coalition and DVSAC is always available to go to the schools and talk to both the girls and the boys about responsibility, rape, date rape, and the whole 9 yards. Contact information, you can call me at the Women's Coalition, Clema Lewis, at 773-9272 between 8:30 and 5, and make arrangements if you want us to come out and talk to your girls and boys. And you can also call DVSAC, which is 719-0144, and you can ask for Ms. Springer or Ms. Joseph, and they will also come out. Either we'll come out separately or we'll come out as a team, because April is coming up, and April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and that's usually when we get out and go to the schools and try to talk to young people. But rape is not acceptable in our community, and under no circumstances can we find excuses or justify another individual being raped.
In other news, Virgin Islands police officers recover a stolen vehicle and discover an unlicensed firearm. At 12:10 p.m. on the afternoon of February 16th, the Virgin Islands Police Department officer spotted a vehicle reported as have been stolen. Driving the stolen vehicle was 22-year-old Javon Benjamin of Bordeaux, who was stopped by officers and questioned. While the officers conducted a search of Benjamin and the vehicle, they discovered an unlicensed firearm tucked into Benjamin's pants. Benjamin was charged with using a vehicle without authorization and possession of an unlicensed firearm. Unable to post his bail, set at $35,000 by order of the court, he was turned over to the Bureau of Corrections, pending his advice of rights hearing. Meanwhile, Senator Kenneth Gittins, chairman of the Committee on Rules and Judiciary, on Tuesday announced that the confirmation process for additional nominees continues.
My staff and I continue to review the packages as they are returned to ensure that they all contain the information that we requested. Some packages were returned for insufficient information. Besides the first 14 nominations, the governor recently nominated another 2 cabinet-level positions, and we await their official notifications in order that we may commence their background checks and investigations. Notices will also be sent to the general public in the near future regarding the nominations of the Licensing and Consumer Affairs Commissioner nominee, the Department of Human Services Commissioner nominee, the Department of Sports, Parks and Recreation Commissioner nominee, and the Director nominee for the Internal Revenue Bureau, which are all slated to be heard on the island of St. Croix next week, Wednesday and Thursday, February 25th and 26th. There was another 2 names also sent in the first wave of announcements. However, the documents were not ready to go forward.
Early morning carjacking occurs in Frederickstead. At 12:55, a man walked into Wilbur Francis' command to report that he'd been robbed at gunpoint in the vicinity of Rhythms in Frederickstead. According to the victim, he and a female friend were sitting in his car in the vicinity of Rhythms, where he observed a car pulled up behind where he was parked. 2 masked men approached them with guns drawn and commanded them to get out of the car. Once out of the vehicle and unharmed, the men left in both vehicles, heading towards the Frederickstead town area. No description of the men was given, other than being dressed in all black clothing with masks covering their faces. The stolen vehicle is described as being a 2013 red 4-door Ford Focus with license plate number CEQ 636. Anyone with information concerning the stolen vehicle or haven't seen it, please call 911, the Criminal Investigation Bureau, at 340-712-6042, or the anonymous tip service, Crime Stoppers USVI, at 1-800-222-8477. Stay with us. We have more news straight ahead.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And welcome back to News Channel 8. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and former Secretary of Labor Elaine Chao and his wife visited with Governor Kenneth Mapp and senior staff Sunday, according to Government House. Discussions focus on topics of Virgin Islands interests like customs and border patrol operations and its effect on Virgin Islands business affairs, the delayed assurance of the Army Corps of Engineer permits, the level of infrastructure and transportation funding for our schools and roads, and a resolution of ongoing Treasury issues affecting Virgin Islands Economic Development Commission tax break beneficiaries. Turning to the Caribbean news, an opposition alliance has won parliamentary elections in St. Kitts and Nevis, ending the local Labour Party's 20-year reign over the small Caribbean nation. Dr. Denzel Douglas, who has been Prime Minister since 1995, conceded defeat on behalf of the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party on Tuesday, offering his congratulations to a 3-part opposition coalition called Unity.
We did it for so long. We are so happy. Nobody can let St. Kitts in the way for Douglas. The people have spoken. Unity Unity is the way to go. The people have spoken. Let unity reign.
Wrong could never be right. Wrong could never be right. Wrong could never be right.
I want to cry. I really want to cry. I want to cry.
20 years, half of the country has starved for 20 years. It's about time everybody eat. Labour supporters do not worry, we are going to feed you also. This is the government of unity. Everybody is going to eat. Labour supporters, we will feed you also.
We want house now. House went back to the people, and the people send house to first. Church chief, we need him there now.
I feel great. I feel great. And a bit of history. In 1980, the 18th of February, a coalition government with PAM found the government. Till the 17th of February, 2015, another unity government again. I feel great. Unity, unity, unity.
Well, it's a happy day today in this federation, in this country. I think it's needless. We love this result coming through. We fought long and hard for this, and I think the people would have had their voices heard. Wind of change, fresh start, new government.
A great day for our federation and especially for young people. I think young people have seen a process that has been difficult, but once you have the courage to stay the course, to stand up for what you believe in, once you have the stamina to see to the end, there'll be days when you go down, days when you'll be on highs, but just always stay to the end. Disappointments are not, and we must give credit to our incoming Prime Minister, Dr. Harris, by having stayed with us, and in all the travails that we had, been able to deliver in the end.
First of all, I want to say, give God thanks. This victory today was divinely ordained, and it is only through God why we were able to use power to deliver this country. The depths of evil that kept this country buried for the past 20 years have now been opened up, released, and today a fresh start has come to save this. And we praise God. It's a very good victory. It's not only a victory for Team Unity, but it's a very massive victory for all the people of every party, of every walk of life in St. It's a victory for all.
This is a very sweet, a very historic victory for myself, for Team Unity, for the People's Action Movement. It is something we have been working very hard towards, and finally today we have been vindicated in a number of different ways. There are those who would have questioned the wisdom of the People's Action Movement in joining with two political parties to form Team Unity. We have been vindicated in regards to that particular decision. Those who wondered if Team Unity could have done it, there are those who asked about the motion of no confidence. They said we look weak because we were not able to get the motion of no confidence debated, but I think we stayed the course, and we were very strategic in terms of our decisions, and at the end of the day we have been able to be successful. The ultimate objective of any politician, of any political party, is to be in government, and we have achieved that particular objective, so we are good to go.
Prime Minister. Prime Minister.
Thank you. I just want to express thank you to all the people of St. Kitts and Nevis who have made that happen. I want to thank my colleagues in PAM, in the CCM, and PLP for reposing the confidence in me to undertake the lead function as Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. I want to thank my constituents, of course, who made this happen, to their overwhelming response on Election Day. Thank you to all of the people. May God help us to build a better and more prosperous country. Thank you.
Official results from Monday's election have yet to be announced, but Team Unity says it has won at least 7 of the country's 11 parliamentary seats. The Office of Student Activities Albert A. Sheen Campus presents Black History Month. The keynote speaker will be Hezekiah Griggs III. Student Activities Office Albert A. Sheen Campus encourages all students to attend this Black History Month issues, ideas, and roundtable discussion and presentation with Mr. Hezekiah Griggs III. Topics that will be covered will be Urban Entrepreneurship Roundtable panel discussion on Thursday, February 19th, 2015 at the UVI Cafetorium at 5:30. Again, that is the Urban Entrepreneurship Roundtable panel discussion. That's this Thursday, February 19th at the UVI Cafetorium at 5:30 p.m. And the Legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Friday, February 20th at the UVI Great House at 5:30 p.m. Light refreshments will be served. Stay tuned and don't touch that remote. We have more news coming up next.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, the Alexander Henderson School had their PBIS rollout program. That stands for Positive Behavior Intervention Support. Let's take a look.
This morning we are having our PBIS rollout. You are probably wondering, what does the acronym PBIS stands for? Well, it stands for Positive Behavior Intervention Support. And what we are trying to do here at the Alexander Henderson School, just like the other elementary school, we are trying to enhance and reinforce positive behavior. We would like to get the best behavior from each and every one of us, not just the students, but it also includes everyone that has a position in this school. It starts from the administrator, the counselor, the secretary, teachers, monitors, school, kitchen staff, and the custodians. Everyone has to play a positive role in this program. In order for it to be successful, we all, everyone, including the students and the parents, have to be on board.
It's Monday morning, and students await Bus 62 to arrive at the LaGrange Bus Shanty. Bus 62 has arrived. Students enter the bus, not even a greeting to the bus driver. They're talking and carrying on and being loud and rambunctious. They're so loud.
Be quiet, I can't hear.
The students ignore the bus driver request to be quiet and stay in their seats. Freeze. Do you think this is the way students should behave on the bus? No. Throwing paper at the bus driver? No. Out of their seats while the bus is moving? No. Talking loud? It's a beautiful, bright Monday morning. Sharks await Bus 62 to arrive at the LaGrange Shanty. Sharks enter the bus, greeting the bus driver, and take their seats in an orderly fashion. Bus 62 is on its way to the Alexander Henderson School. Students enter the classroom, no greeting, talking and carrying on with no respect for their teacher.
Where is your homework? Yeah, not responsible. Okay, now let's do reading.
Behaving? Being respectful? Being responsible? What can they do? Listen to their teacher? Sit properly? Do their homework? And behave. Students take their seat in an orderly fashion and are ready to await the morning exercise.
Stand up for the morning exercise.
Students are respectful to self, others, property, and the environment by respecting self and others and raising their hand and wait to speak. They use good judgment by using kind words and actions. They use materials and equipment appropriately and use appropriate voice levels in the classroom. They lead by example by listening carefully when others are speaking and also to their teacher by following directions. They exhibit true character and expect to be held accountable for their work, encourage others to be kind, and engage in learning activities in the classroom.
Stay with us. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your local weather.
Tonight, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 73, east wind around 18 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. On Thursday, isolated showers, sunny with a high near 86, east wind around 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. On Thursday night, isolated showers, mostly clear with the low around 73, east wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Friday night, isolated showers, sunny with a high near 86, east-southeast wind 8 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
Thank you very much for tuning in. That's all we have for your local news. On behalf of WSVI-CH8, I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Body Beast. Call in the Virgin Islands 1-800-458-6815 for Body Beast.
This program is the real deal. If you knew me a while ago and you see me today, you'd be like, man, what are you doing? I'm doing Body Beast.
I decided to try Body Beast because I was looking for something different. I wanted to lose weight at the same time gain muscle. It's easy.